I am Clementina Iberi Okoro. I'm presenting my research proposal titled The Prevalence and Determinants of Malnutrition Among Under 5 Children and Their Mothers in Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Introduction. Malnutrition is a condition of medical importance resulting from insufficient to excess or imbalanced consumption of dietary energy and nutrients, and it presents in different forms and types, such as stunting, wasting, underweight. And then the causes are many. It has both immediate causes, underlying causes, and basic causes with numerous effects. And these effects include difficulty with normal functions like growth, immunity, and physical labor, diminished learning and cognitive reasoning, pregnancy and lactation problems for women, and increased risk of morbidity and mortality especially amongst children and their mothers, who are the vulnerable population. Malnutrition worsens the health status and development potentials of a child. And nutritional status is considered the best indicator of the well-being of a child because early years of life are crucial for future growth and development. And that's why under 5 nutritional status is regularly used as a determinant of national development. An increased visibility of the problems and consequences of hidden hunger arising from micronutrient deficiencies is being noticed in communities of the Federal Capital Territory. And the prevalence amongst under 5 children in the FCT, like most Nigerian states, is alarming, with stunting at 29.6%, wasting at 18.8%, and underweight at 16%, going by the National Demographic Health Survey report of 2013. Malnutrition is also prevalent. The justification for this study includes that mortality indices for children in Nigeria are ranked among the worst in the world, with Nigeria ranking 9th in the global assessment, according to UNICEF report of 2014. Many of the works previously on child and maternal studies were narrative in nature and lacked detailed analysis of socio-economic and proximate determinants of child and maternal malnutrition. So none or little effort has been devoted to examining the key determinants of malnutrition among under 5 children and their mothers in communities of Kuje Area Council that will effectively guide nutrition interventions in Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory. The aims and objective of this study: the general aim is to determine the burden of malnutrition and its specific determinants among under 5 children and their mothers in Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, with specific objectives to seek to assess the nutritional status and the prevalence of malnutrition among under 5 children and their mothers in Kuje Area Council, to determine the proportion of under 5 children with rickets and the women with osteomalacia/rickets in the area council, to determine micronutrient status of the under 5 children, such as vitamin A status, iron, iodine, zinc, vitamin D, calcium, and phosphorus. All these are vitamins and minerals of public health importance. And lastly, to determine the morbidity and crude death rates among under 5 children and their mothers. The materials and method. The research design will be a cross-sectional survey with multi-stage sampling techniques, which will be used in selecting the population that will be studied. And it will apply probability proportion by size in choosing 30 clusters for this study. And then ENA for smart software will be used for its analysis. The study area. The study will be carried out in Kuje Area Council, which is one of the 6 area councils of the Federal Capital Territory. And then Kuje Area Council has 10 political wards with a population of about of almost 200,000 people, going by the projected estimated population of the National Population Commission of 2006. The inclusion criteria: apparently healthy under 5 children mother pair who are willing to give their consent will be included in the study. Those that are not consenting, or those children that are sick and their mothers, will be excluded. The sample size calculation would obey a precision of 5% with a design effect of 1.5, average household size of 6, and non-response household of 3%. So the minimum required sample size will be calculated from the 30 randomly selected clusters using the sample size calculator of the ENA for Smart software 2011. Sampling. List of all settlements within the area council will be obtained from the National Population Commission. Their population size will be inputted into the software using the emergency nutrition assessment, that's the ENA for Smart software for standardized measurement and assessment, relief and transition. 30 clusters, like I had mentioned earlier, will be selected from the list provided. The household listing survey will be undertaken in the selected clusters and the eligible household numbered, and using simple random sampling by heart method, eligible households will be selected. All under 5 children that are eligible will be enlisted. Ethical clearance and consent forms will be obtained through the FCT Ethics Committee and the Area Council. For this study, we'll utilize the different formats for nutrition assessments, which includes anthropometry, biochemical, clinical, and dietary. For the anthropometry, the age estimation, weight measurement, height measurement, and middle upper arm circumference would be obtained. For dietary assessment, food consumption pattern of the children and their mothers will be determined using a validated food frequency questionnaire, and 24-hour dietary recall methodology will be used. The mother will be asked to estimate from a food list the frequency in which they consume the mentioned foods based on specific frequency categories indicated, such as consumption per day, per week, per month, or even never consumed. This is to find out the level of dietary diversity of the children and their mothers. For biochemical investigations, there will be a collection of blood samples. The blood sample collection process will be in line with the methods described by Chesbrough 1998 and modified by Nwosu et al. 2014. And this will consider the health and safety of both collectors and subjects. The collected blood will be analyzed with semi-auto analyzer, and then also there will be analyzed through spectrophotometry. That's the serum concentrations of albumin, iron, zinc, and calcium. Biochemical investigation continued. Microscopic method will be used to screen the subject's blood sample for malaria parasites, as described by Davey in 1986. This will be analyzed using thick and thin film method, as described by WHO 1995. For the full hemoglobin meter, URI-12 and then BM HEM3 will be used for full automated hematology analyzer to estimate the hemoglobin levels. Iodine, salt as household levels will be checked for to find out their level of compliance to universal salt iodization. And this check will be using improved iodized salt field test kits. Data analysis. Emergency Nutrition Assessment (ENAF) for Smart Software 2011 will be used for the anthropometric data. Social demographic data will be presented as descriptive statistics of percentages, frequencies using statistical package for social sciences, that is SPSS window version 20 will be used. Then the biochemical data will be presented as mean plus this plus and minus standard deviation, and differences between the mean will be done using statistical means, ANOVA, and DMRT. A multivariable analysis will be done to ascertain the relationship of the undernutrition and the different forms of malnutrition in relation to other variables. Thank you for listening.